Confirm Dolsko direct to cross.
Affirmative, sir.
Thank you. Zagreb, Vitours 932 is level 370, estimate Dolsko 18.
At this point, Tasic was given the DC-9 flight slip. But even now, he was too busy with other flights to realize that the DC-9 was already inside his sector.
932, go ahead.
Vitours at 370, estimate Dolsko 18.
Vitours maintain flight level 370, report overhead Dolsko.
Roger.
Tasic's radar showed the British Trident clearly marked by its squawk code. Approaching it, the anonymous shadow representing the Yugoslav DC-9. The first time Tasic registered the DC-9 was when the pilot made radio contact.
Dobar dan, Zagreb, Adria 550.
Adria 550, Zagreb, Dobar dan, go ahead.
Level 325, crossing Zagreb at 14.
What is your present level?
327.
Zadožite se zasada na toj visini I javite prolazak Zagreba.
Kojoj visini?
Na kojoj ste sada u penjanju jer I imate avion pred vama na ist 335 sa leva na desno.
Ok, ostajemo na točna 330.
Beeline 476, Zagreb. Report passing Nasice.
Vitours 778, were you calling me? Over.
Negative. Beeline 476, report passing Nasice.
LH 360 approaching Zagreb. Report passing Nasice.
Zagreb, it is possible that we have a mid-air collision in sight. We have two aircraft going down, almost below our position now.
Yes, two aircraft are below you, but I don't understand you. What do you want, sir?
Zagreb, Adria 550. Zagreb.
I think there has been a mid-air collision. Two aircraft are going down.
Adria 550.
It might be a fighter, but it might also be an airliner.
Beeline 476, Zagreb. Beeline 476, Zagreb.
LH 360, this is Zagreb. Will you be so kind as to say again? Do you have any problems?
We don't have any problem, but in front of us, I think about 15 miles or so, we did see a mid-air collision. Just overhead Zagreb, we had two aircraft going down with a rapid rate of descent, and there was also smoke coming out.
It's been a crash.
So he said, what drink problem? I don't have any drink problem. I just get up in the morning and pour myself a drink. No? Oh, well, never mind.
And that's the end of the news flash. Now back to afternoon theatre.
No. Hey, let's try this one. You know the one about the two mafioso guys that are at a swimming pool in Miami, and a little fella struts past them and belly flops into the water, you see. So one of the mafiosos says to the other one, he says, you know, I don't believe that fella's a judge. He doesn't look the part. The other one says, what do you mean you don't believe he's a judge? He's one of the finest judges that money can buy. Oh, that's better. Do you know the one about the judge and the lady? Oh, hello. Thought you were leaving early today. What's the matter? What's happened?
There's been an accident.
What are you talking about?
It's Ruth.
Huh? What the hell's going on?
British Airways phone. I tried to get hold of you.
All 176 people on 2 aircraft, one of them a British Airways Trident, died today when the planes collided over Yugoslavia. It's the world's worst mid-air collision. Both planes came down 20 miles from the city of Zagreb in northern Yugoslavia. The Trident was carrying 54 passengers and a crew of 9 on a scheduled flight from Heathrow Airport to Istanbul. The second plane, the DC-9, had more than 100 people on board. It was flying from the Yugoslavian Adriatic port of Split to Cologne in West Germany. The Trident, flight number BE476, left Heathrow at 9:21 this morning. The DC-9 belonged to the Inex Adria airline of Yugoslavia. It had been chartered by a German firm. Most of the dead were West Germans. The planes crashed several miles apart. Rescue teams included members of the Yugoslavian army. Both planes were flying at 33,000 feet when they collided. British Airways said it was more than 2 hours later before they heard of the disaster. It's thought the Trident lost its starboard wing in the collision. A Lufthansa pilot who was flying nearby said that after the collision there appeared to have been an explosion. British Airways have given a number for relatives to ring for information about the crash. It's 01, that is if you're outside London.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Goodbye.
Probably a bit weak, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine, thank you. You go on home, do you understand? I should be all right. Somebody explained to me. Clear blue skies. No problem reported by either plane. Someone's responsible. They should be strung up. Go on, I'll see you in the morning.
I've been.
Zagreb Airport, April 1977.
Richard Weston, passenger recently arrived from London. Please contact the airport information desk.
Mr. Weston?
Mr. Modrusan?
Dragomir Modrusan. Call me Drashko, okay? It wasn't difficult to spot you. The hat. Is this the first time you've been here, Mr. Weston?
No. I came out to take her body home. It never really struck me what had actually happened until I was checking the loading of the coffin onto the plane.
As soon as the inquiry into the crash ruled out pilot error, the public prosecutor was actually bound to bring charges. You must feel very bitter about them. I mean the controllers.
Glasgow, I'm going to have to lean pretty heavily on your know-how during this trial. Your system's 1 million miles from ours. So I want you to steer me through all the way, all right?
This is my private number. Any problems, 24-hour service. We'll make sure we squeeze every penny we can for Ruth's family.
That's not the most important thing as far as I'm concerned.
Well, you know, as their lawyer, that makes you a co-prosecutor of the trial.
Mm-hmm. You're still held in jail, the air traffic controllers?
Only one now. Gradimir Tasic. He could get 20 years, you know. Mr. Weston, you didn't by any chance bring any duty-frees, did you? I've got rather a soft spot for your Benson and Hedges. On the day of the crash, the peasants lit a candle for each of the victims, here in the mud. And it must have been a very moving sight. 176. One for each of the... What kind of a car do you drive, Mr. Weston? A Rolls-Royce, it's got to be. You know, one day I shall have one of those. That's the only thought that gets me out of bed in the morning. Of course, we own our own apartment, my family. That's pretty unusual here, you know. I've been to England and the States. It's crazy, you know, but I wouldn't live anywhere else except this place. Do you know what they say about Yugoslavia? We've got 5 nationalities, 4 languages, 3 religions, 2 alphabets, and 1 government. What more could you want, eh? Do you know what that says? Air traffic controllers guilty of causing mid-air collision. People around here have made their minds up already.
Well, that's not a very healthy sight the morning before a trial. That would be contempt of court back home, do you know that?
Well, it wasn't exactly healthy for those people spilling out of the aircraft, was it? Oh. Who'd be an air traffic controller, eh? It's bad enough down here.
Zagreb District Court, April 11th, 1977, 8 a.m. All the court proceedings which follow are drawn from official Yugoslav records.